scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, you have found the Brothers in Arms podcast here on twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms. Yes, we are live doing our thing. It is the 6th of April in the year of our Lord 2024, episode number 151. Still sunny on the beautiful West Coast, but I know the boys are already dealing with sunset over there. But gentlemen, hello, good evening, salutations, and hi.
Salvations.
It's cold.
Amen.
It is cold.
It's cold where he's at. I was at the beach today. It was terrible.
Oh, shut it.
Well, we went kite flying.
Well, that's cool.
Couldn't swim. I wouldn't swim, but you could still go to the beach.
Come up here and swim.
Have fun.
Yeah, how would that go?
I wouldn't.
You'd come out as a popsicle.
Yeah, I think you would.
Speaking of that, hey, Pop.
Hey, Pop.
Good evening, Faja. Yeah, no, Dad our father did send a dad joke. Did you guys read it yet?
How many times did you just say dad? Like 4 times?
Dad?
Give or take, yes.
Dad. Our father, Dad.
Our father, Dad, Faja.
Pop.
Yeah, I read it. It's a good one.
I read it too. I laughed out. We'll have to. Are we save it? Should we save it for dad jokes?
Throw it out there. Go ahead.
Okay,
right.
so start a dad joke off early. So it says, my dad told me his password is Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, Pluto, Huey, Louie, Dewey, Dublin. Because he was told his password had to contain 8 characters and at least 1 capital. That was good. I liked it.
It did sound like a prayer, Pop. Yeah, why not? Glory to God.
Amen.
Amen. So, hi, boys.
Good evening.
Hi, boys.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Well.
So I kind of feel like I've already been on here for the length of a show because Alex and I got on and did the pre-talk before Greg because Greg was munching on some dinner.
Yep. Feeding the youngin. I've got
right.
Zoe this weekend.
It's
so.
important. Absolutely. It's absolutely important. So
doing dinner stuff.
We did put it in the pre-show. Please stand by while we wait for Greg.
That's right.
That's usually what ends up happening.
It just we spent it, and so here we are at 9:20 something on Saturday. We are on Saturday, by the way, folks. For good reason too. Life happens, and so here we are. But yeah, welcome to the fun. Glad that you're here. If you're not here with us personally, like as we're talking, at least you're here on through the podcast. Humongous shout out to Steve and Tiffany. Stephen and Tiffany and Sydney. Fantastic, wonderful family who keeps shouting us out on Facebook. Thank you so much. You're the best, and we love you so much. So thank you. And Greg just got summoned.
Greg got summoned.
Greg.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Please enjoy the music
I'm not going far.
No.
while we wait
Yeah.
for Greg.
What? So, May family, we love you. Thank you so much. You're the best.
I have returned.
Oh, look at that. Hello.
Sorry about that.
Hello.
We do really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I saw the post. I smiled. I can't believe you guys listen to the sultry sounds of the underground of our voices as you drive across country. It's actually kind of awesome.
Well,
and totally unexpected.
We help knock out the hours. That's what it is.
I mean, yeah, every episode is about an hour.
Yeah.
It works out. It works out great.
You know what? I could actually look at that and see what it would take to listen to all of it.
Oh man, like total amount of hours we've recorded. Well, you think about it, an hour an episode, roughly minimum, if not more. And we're at 151 episodes.
More.
Yeah, we're pushing
More.
200 hours.
It's like
at least.
It's like what's
Oh,
his
more than
toes from
that.
Star Wars. More.
All of these.
More. What's
All of
his
these
name?
sounds.
Not Darth. Shoot. See, this is why.
All I can think is
This is why the sequels
His name
don't
is-
work.
Kylo Ren.
They don't work. Exactly. They don't work because they don't stick. Doesn't matter how many times you watch them.
He's one of the Knights of Ren who don't exist.
Never tell me the odds. See, you say
never
that,
saw.
and we all know.
Right. Right. That's Han Solo to C-3PO.
Right.
Right.
While they're going through the asteroid field. And then they go and hide and almost get eaten by a giant space worm because that's the one and only reference of Minox in the entire Star Wars universe.
Minox. Right.
That's the...
Yeah, those are the flying, creepy, flappy bats things. Yeah, the space bats.
Yeah,
The space bats have the giant suckers. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher screaming, ah!
And then Han Solo shoots at it and misses, obviously, because, it's not as close as Greedo is.
Han shot first.
He did, in fact.
He
Han
did.
shot.
He did, in fact, shoot first.
See, and this is why the sequels stink. So...
Sorry. Yeah, it's funny, actually. I know we're off on the Star Wars subject, but it's funny you say that. We actually, this conversation came up at work this week.
No way.
Yeah, Star Wars. Yes, Star Wars came up, and because again, so I'm a millennial, and several of my coworkers are Gen Z. We're millennials.
Wow.
And several of my coworkers are Gen Z, and their Star Wars is Episode 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
Because that's what they grew up with.
Well, that's what came out in their time. Yeah.
Right. And having that conversation of like, no, you don't understand, like 4, 5, and 6 are where it's at. And then I told one of them about machete order, and they looked at me like I was crazy, and I explained it to them like, no, it's 4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. If you're going to watch the prequels
and no 1,
4, 5, 2, 3, 6, skip 1. You can watch it whenever you feel like it, but you need to go watch it in that order. And it was just like, you're old, I don't get you. We're just going to stick to our prequels because they're better. Yeah, the foul-mouthed character in the movie. They had to bleep censor everything he said.
Yep. Old R2D2.
R2D2, yeah.
R2D2,
yeah.
All I could, like, oh man. I showed you guys all the voice actors reading the Star Wars. We've had that conversation before, right?
No.
Okay, so
You're old.
For those, like, all right, here's another one for you. YouTube, Emerald City Comic Con, Star Wars reading or something along those lines, and I'll link it. I'll send it to you guys so you can check it out. But Emerald City Comic Con, Star Wars reading. So they brought in like this was several years ago. Greg Paulson, Tara Strong, basically all of the people that you know from growing up, at least Alex and I especially, from characters like, Pinky and the Brain and the Animaniacs,
Right,
and just Powerpuff Girls,
yeah, the WB,
all the Warner Brothers and Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon characters. Like, these guys did all of the voices of our childhood,
right,
and they are reading Star Wars Episode 4,
A New Hope.
They're reading A New Hope in character, and they had Kevin Conroy, and if you don't know who that is, he is, in my mind, he is Batman. Patrick, he was the
Right.
90s animated series
Right.
Batman.
Yeah,
He is Batman. Yes, and it's him narrating. He narrates for Star Wars as Batman.
That's cool.
It is absolutely
All right,
brilliant.
I gotta find it.
Yeah, no, the first 15 minutes of it, you're gonna be just falling out of your chair laughing so hard.
gotta find it.
It's worth it. But yeah, no, that one is absolutely hilarious.
Have you guys seen? There's a meme going around of Sir Ian McKellen and Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill.
Yep.
with the shirts.
I am so and so, relax or something like that.
Get over it.
Yeah, get over it. And then Mark
Yeah.
Hamill's shirt is like every name imaginable.
Yeah, that says nice shirts though, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah,
Makes me happy.
I'm Indiana Jones and Han Solo. Get over it. Or
Yeah, and Blade Runner and
Yeah.
a couple other. Yeah, it says I'm over it,
yeah.
and then Mark Hamill's nice shirts though.
Yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one. Oh, good stuff. So boys, tell me about it. What's happened this week? What's the goods? Thank you for that, Greg. Thank you.
Oh no, I
It's
got
in-
you.
I'll check
It's
that
in
out.
our chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
no,
our
send
chat.
it to the chat.
Sorry about
That's go watch it. It's an hour and a half, and
you.
it's
It doesn't matter. I'll watch it. That sounds
it's
awesome.
worth it. You'll laugh so hard. Again, Robert Paulson, Maurice LaMarche, Tara Strong, Jess Harnell, Billy West, John DiMaggio, Kevin Conroy. And,
Did you say Robert Paulson?
yes?
His name was Robert Paulson.
That's where it comes from. I'm pretty sure the joke.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Yeah. Fight Club.
Nope.
Yep.
Really?
Only in death
I've only
do
watched
members
it
of Project Mayhem get a name. His name was Robert Paulson.
It's good movie.
So-
Anyways,
He was Bob.
he was Bob. They shot Bob.
They shot Bob.
That's what they did. We were sad. Good movie though.
For the younger members, don't watch that movie for a while.
No.
Yeah.
Don't look it up.
Yeah.
First
It's
rule
over.
about it all: we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it.
But
No, second rule.
no, it has
Something.
been. So I'll kick mine off real quick. It has been. It hasn't been a bad week. It's been busy.
1 week since
so
you looked at me.
yes. I
Yeah, he started it.
does that count?
Yeah. It's been.
Yep.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's honestly it's been an interesting week. Busy in the fact so I've been dealing with this whole. I was telling you guys before the show started. My work schedule has been completely out of whack. So last time we talked on Sunday. I stayed home a little bit. I went into work late. Went into work. I've been working from like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., which has been very interesting. Well, halfway through this week, I shifted to working from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m., and then some of the guys are still working like 8 p.m. to 6 a.m., and then we have other people that are working from like 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. So just like everyone's schedules are just completely out of whack. Now, on a positive note, I have a whole weekend off. I did not work yesterday. I did not work today. And I don't have to go into work until tomorrow afternoon, evening, which has been absolutely amazing. I was able to pick up Zoe from school yesterday. We stopped for pizza at one of the local pizza joints that she really likes and has turned into one of my. It's on the way home from her school. It's in Vista. It's actually easy to park there, which is really nice. So able to park and go in and have a bite to eat at the local pizza joint. And then no, not Chuck E. Cheese, Dad. It's actually the place is named Best Pizza and Beer.
That's
And,
it. Like that's its name.
That's the name of the restaurant. Best
Wow.
Pizza and Beer, and they have a couple locations. There's one in Oceanside. There's one in Vista. If you guys come out to Southern California, highly recommend. Not as good as New York pizza. Nothing will hold a candle to.
Nope.
Yeah, Alex has learned now because he's been living in New York for a couple weeks. No, there's nothing that will beat New York pizza. It just everything else is, no offense, trash, but it's still pretty good. But but no, so we did pizza and then got a chance to today just kind of chillax in the morning, and then ran some errands, and then we actually got a kite for Zoe, and we went to the beach there in Carlsbad, and Alex called me today. We were chatting for just a bit, but I was hanging out on the beach in my jeans. I had my pants rolled up, and it was about 60 degrees, 65 degrees outside.
That sounds
And
warm.
it's funny because in Southern California that's still kind of cool,
Shut up.
and which is hilarious because there are still people, brother. We saw people in their, girls in their bikinis and guys in their, shortboard shorts, and people swimming, jumping in the water. Y'all, that water is like 62 degrees. And these people were
That
getting...
sounds warm.
No, that's cold. That's cold. Actually, the Atlantic, even where you're at, boy, it would be warmer than we were in our clothes, but we flew a kite. The kite did not make it, unfortunately. It was such a cool kite too. She had buried her handle into the sand, thought it'd be good, and the wind picked it up, yanked it right out, and the kite went bye. So we lost. I was sad. It was a $10 kite from Walmart. Nice kite too, which was that was kind of the biggest disappointment, because it was for $10. Like, that was a nice kite.
Aw.
I was impressed.
Aw.
But yeah, so we did the thing, did the flying with the kites, and then got back to the house today and finished dinner. She's actually getting ready, doing the shower routine and whatnot. But other exciting news: Brandy's mom and sister are on their way. They are in the air right now. They're flying out here to Southern California. So, funny thing about it, so Brandy's birthday is coming up. I was supposed to be on deployment. Still deploying, just things had to change for situations. I'm not gonna go. You guys know, if anyone wants to look it up, I work on V22s. Just Google V22s, and today's the 4th of April, or 6th of April, excuse me. You can figure it out from there. But
Time warp.
yeah, time. We went back in time. But no, so
the Rocky Horror thing, but
it's
that would have counted.
it's kind of funny. Like, I wasn't supposed to be here when her parents came out to visit, or her mom and her sister came out to visit, and now they are. So it's gonna be kind of cool to get a chance to see them.
Now you are.
Yes, now I get to see them. Honestly, it's cool. I get along with both her mom and her sister. They're great people. But we're gonna be picking them up tonight. Very, very late. It's gonna be like 3 a.m. their time.
Yikes.
By the time we get, it's 11 p.m. our time.
Still 3 o'clock theirs. You're gonna come home and crash.
Yeah. So already prepped to get them comfortable and get them in bed and get some sleep, so that way they're not completely out of whack.
Oh, but that jet lag is a blast.
Yeah. No, I've experienced it many times. No, you have too.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great,
and we're all gonna have a good time.
Oh man, what is that from?
I don't know, but I say it all the time. We need to find it.
Yes,
Smart Home.
I want the original.
Smart Home, you're up.
Liz, if you're listening, and I think you are. Yep, she is. You definitely please find that for us, because we all want to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and look too.
Yeah, no, Liz, you're not wrong. No, she's offline.
No can do.
Sadness. No, Liz, I'm gonna agree with you. Going east to west is a lot. It still messes you up going east to west.
Me?
Because you're losing that time. It's definitely a lot worse going west to east, because you land and then suddenly it's a lot later in the day, and the longer you go is the worse it is. I know when we went to Europe last year, was that last year, year before?
I went to Europe last year too.
Yeah, but we flew. You went on a boat.
I
There's a
did.
difference.
It took us a week and a half to get there.
Yeah, I would say you had plenty of time to get there and adjust. Like, no, flying that kind of distance, it definitely, yeah, no. East to west, really, or west to east, excuse me. Adding time to your travel, no, it definitely messes with you. Completely, it's a completely different feeling.
When I went there, every single time change was while I was on shift because we were doing days and nights, and they always did the time shift at like 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, sorry, I was on days, so I lost an hour of sleep every night because we kept going forward. And then on the way back, I was on nights, which meant that I got that extra hour every single time.
So you were on duty for an extra. So you had 13-hour shifts.
Yes. So going there, I lost an hour of sleep, and coming back, I got an extra hour of work.
Oh man,
Every
so mean.
single day.
That's so mean.
It was great.
That's so bad.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It'll be fine.
Well, how have things been going with you getting settled in there in beautiful upstate New York? I know it's obviously a little cold.
We got snow again this week, gentlemen.
Yay! Only in April.
Yeah, we started to get the weather reports, and they told us on Monday. They're like, hey, yeah, so Wednesday is going to be, essential personnel only because we're expected to get like anywhere from 11 to 15 inches of snow.
Yep.
I went, oh, crap. Well, Wednesday morning came around and there was no snow. So they're like, yeah, okay, I guess I'm going to work. So I went into work. And then Wednesday night, they're like, yeah, wait for a text message or, call in to the snow line. LN1's going to let you guys know whether or not you have to be there.
Right.
Wednesday night rolls around, we get a text message at like 9, and she's like, yeah, as the hours progress, it's looking less and less hazardous, so we're just going to go ahead and everyone's going to be there Thursday morning. I said, okay, cool. So I came in on Thursday, and then I spent all day sitting in lectures and watching the snow fall from outside my window. Yeah, spoiler alert, this place has windows. I'm not used to that. The last time I was a staff member at a prototype, we didn't have windows. So, I'm sitting back there with my buddy in the back of the class, and we're both turned sideways because we're getting the asbestos brief. Gentlemen,
oh, that's great.
Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but Greg, do you guys deal with asbestos a lot?
Not terribly, because most the building we work in is newer. It was built in the last 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
And then nothing on the aircraft has asbestos. There's other things that'll kill you, but not asbestos.
Well, the site and all the stuff that's in it was built in the 50s. So they've been working, the course of decades to remove asbestos from this place. And we got the in-depth brief, even though we told the guy, dude, this most of us have been in for at least 10 years. We've been around the block a couple of times. We know what's going on.
Found it.
So we learned all about the different types of asbestos and, how much he is a conspiracy realist, not a theorist, a realist. And how this guy submitted a 12-page paper to the command that he referred to as his thesis on why he shouldn't have to wear a mask for the coronavirus.
Wow.
Wait. Back up.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about asbestos.
Yep.
Right.
And this guy
giving you
he went to Corona.
Giving you a brief on the asbestos aboard the installation.
Yep.
which turned into him telling you about his thesis on why he gave to the command on why you shouldn't have to wear a mask.
Yep.
And did
He
he earn
spent
his
about-
doctorate?
No.
Of course not.
No, he earned some administrative leave. They
Oh.
let him stay at home.
Oh.
Is he like tenured somehow? Like
Nope.
Oh.
how is he still working there? Who does he know?
He works in the environmental safety like handling. He's Esh, right? So his whole thing is, you know, whether or not people are wearing the appropriate PPE for what they need. And he had sources, he had all sorts of other stuff about why the masks that they were requiring us to wear were not effective. It was glorious. I turned away from the window and I looked at him in dumbfound disbelief. And then he told us that he only came back to work on Monday. He'd
Whoa.
literally been on administrative leave from the site for that long. Yeah,
Coronavirus was 2 years ago, bro.
I know.
Whoa.
Yep,
Like, we started getting shots.
he didn't.
No,
That's why.
of course not.
No, why not? What are the odds?
So I mean,
Weird.
that
Weird.
was interesting. So the weatherman told us we were going to get anywhere from 1 to 15 inches of snow, and we got roughly about 3, which promptly melted by like the end of the day on Thursday.
Good.
Yep.
Like I was very excited. You know, we went out on Monday and I got, you know, pants that I can go and play in the snow with the kids in, and I was very excited about it. And I was
Pants.
like, well, I'm going to work on Wednesday. Well, you know, maybe when I get home from work on Thursday, there'll still be enough snow that we can go out and have some fun. That didn't happen.
No, you got mud.
Yeah, pretty much got mud. But Friday, as you guys know, Friday is for the boys, and got an opportunity to go out and play some Magic again. And they hate me.
Yeah.
They hate me.
Yeah. That's clear and evident.
It got to the point where the second round, you know, the winner's circle, I had a judge standing next to my table the entire time. Because people were like, dude, we don't know how he wins. Like, he knows stuff that other people don't know. Like, we need a judge. So this judge stood next to me the entire game. And when I did something, and he was like, no, that's not allowed. I said, yes, it is. He said, no, it's not allowed. There's no way. No, that doesn't work. I looked at him. I said, my friend, look it up. Gentlemen, he came back to me and apologized. And he said, I'm sorry. That is allowed. The game continues. And I said, no, the game's over because that allows me to win.
Yeah. And done.
Yeah. The other guys at the table were like, how? So I explained it to him. It's a state-based action. You know, you guys, there's nothing that you can do with a state-based action. You cannot stop that. You can try and get rid of it, but as soon as it hits the field, I'm able to do all the things that I want to do at instant speed. It's a state-based action. I win. So I convinced them that, you know, me winning a second time is a pattern, and now I'm able to save my packs. So I can save them up until I get enough for a box, and then they'll give me a box of whatever I want.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then we had a fun conversation afterwards because I pulled up my little card that says I'm a qualified level 2 judge. No one in that shop is a qualified level 2. They're all level 1s. So that's interesting. And then they asked me, like, well, would you mind coming down and, like, you know, judging some of the events that we have, because we need a level 2.
No,
said,
I want
"Guys,
to play.
Yeah, I enjoy the game. You know, I'd like to come down and play. I don't really want to sit there and watch other people play and be like, no, you can't do that. Because inevitably somebody is going to do something that's just going to tick me off and be like, no, you really can't do that. No, you know what? You're disqualified.
Yep.
I don't want to get to that point.
Yeah.
I would rather just go and play the game and have fun. I know the rules, and I'll be able to explain the rules to you if you have a problem with what I do. But yeah,
Well, in the spreading goodwill,
Oh, that's
might
what
not
we're
be a
calling it.
might not be a bad idea to go and judge on occasion. Be like, hey, I'll come in and you know
He's giving up his
facilitate.
box
No,
or
no,
pursuit.
no. I'm not saying for Friday. Like maybe not Friday night. Like hey, Friday night Magic's still for the boys. I'm coming in and I'm gonna
Smite
wreck
you. Yeah.
smite and wreck everyone's lunch.
Oh,
Take their
goodness.
lunch and dinner. But is there like Saturday casual or any other competition stuff that comes up that you could jump in on one and just go and judge for the day or the afternoon or whatever?
they do competition stuff, but if I show up to competition stuff, I'm gonna play. That's the problem. Because the way that competition stuff works, if you continue to win, you get invited to what they call the Pro Tour, right?
Right.
And the only reason I haven't done this is I haven't had the time.
Right.
Um, this command, I might have the time.
But
Nice.
So, if you get invited to the Pro Tour, right? If you earn enough points, you go to regionals, you win at regionals, you go to the Pro Tour. Essentially, you travel around the country to different conventions and you play competitive Magic. And once you're a member of the Pro Tour, they send you all sorts of free stuff, right? Because they want you to continue to keep playing and
And be
stay
an
competitive.
ambassador. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get free boxes, you get free play mats, you get free deck boxes, sleeves, you get sponsorships, you get all sorts of stuff. And basically, you get to play the game for free. Every once in a while, you might be like, well, this is the new meta, so I need to, find these things in order to do it.
Right.
So you might end up paying for some stuff out of pocket, but a new set comes out, you get a couple of boxes, you get a couple of collector boxes, you get all of the swag for that new stuff so that you can continue to update your things and continue to play. If I went and judged that, I wouldn't be eligible for it.
Right.
So I don't think I'm going to judge. Just is what it is.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
no.
But
No judgment here, man.
uh,
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Bad play.
you're fine. So I've come up with a new stupidity, and I'm very excited about this new stupidity. I literally bored Patrick for half an hour with it before you got on, Greg. Again, your fault.
Sorry.
It's okay. But essentially, I've taken a couple of different thought processes that I've had for different ideas, and I've melded them together. I've found a way that I can basically target myself as an invalid target, but it's valid, and kill everybody on turn one. And I only need 5 cards to do it. And I can search for them. So I've thought of a couple of different things while we've been talking, boys. I'm sorry. So really, I only need like 4 cards out of 7, and I can do this.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
no,
so excited.
that's literally what it feels like. It's like you need to have the exact right cards and the amounts and everything else.
Well, and that's
but
for
I'm
turn
sure-
one.
That's for turn 1.
Right.
But if I have some of them, I can still do it on turn 2.
Right.
And that's without my commander.
See, that's cool.
Yeah.
You're just gonna make people hate you.
That's the plan, yeah.
You just need to keep building bridges though too. Make them your friends so that way when you beat the pants off them, they don't want to slash your tires or
Yep. Or,
murder you.
sir, you have a headlight out. No, I don't. You do now.
You do now.
Oh man.
But I've been making friends. The guys at the shop kind of like me. They're afraid of me, but they kind of like me.
Aw.
I had one of the dudes tell me that even with all the stuff, because he's the owner of the shop, he's like, even with all the stuff at my disposal, I don't think I could beat you. I was like, I don't think you could either. But
Wow.
it'd be fun.
Wow.
Start throwing together whatever you want to throw together, and we'll have some fun. We'll do it one on one. It'll be great. And I
Play
said,
me.
no, I need some help. We're gonna have other people sit down because I can't rely on me being the only person that has counters. So I was like, sure, okay.
Best of luck, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick, what you been up to this week?
Well, Alex, you finished.
I am.
Oh, okay, sweet. My week has been my week. Monday was back in the office. Had a pretty serious session meeting with my second years, and then I'm still not teaching yet. I get to teach end of this week, end of next week. So on the 19th, I get to crank up a new class schedule of homiletics. So that's exciting. But this week was getting through to finish the saga of car finding for our daughter.
Oh, yes.
So Tuesday, right? No. Monday?
We talked on Sunday, and
We
you guys
did.
had seen a couple of different things.
Right.
Yes.
And we were going on Monday because we had so we went on Monday. Went to the bank. So, real quick story. Go to the bank. Bank says, you know what? Sure, we'll give you a loan, but the car you're looking for has to be a 2019 or newer, and it has to have less than 80,000 miles.
That's not impossible, but still pretty annoying.
For a first car in that price range in Atlanta, you're looking roughly about $25,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was a 2020 with like 74. Yeah.
So no,
no.
not happening.
No.
Right? So we thanked them very much. We went back to the original place. I had the Subaru. And so we were like, all right, so what's the best you can do for if we got a loan through you? What's the best interest rate you can do? He called up somebody and they said 20%.
That's really high. No.
Thank you, but no thank you. Really, it was a pleasure. And the Subaru was nice. So then what we went to the trusty old internet. And we started looking up places that would have cars. And we thought we'd go to a real dealership and check their used line. So we found ourselves at World Toyota on Perimeter. We roll up there, and they had a Prius on the lot, a seafoam green Prius. It was a 2012. It had 140,000 miles on it, I think, and it was just shy of $6,000, right? So we go in there and we start talking to our guy, and this guy's name is Lennon. He said, just like John. Like, okay, Lennon, I got it. So we're talking to Lennon, and he says, all right, you're interested in this car? Let me go find it. So he grabs the keys, and mind you, he grabs the keys for the Toyota, and he's gone for about 20 minutes. He comes back through and he says, it's not where I looked. I'm going to try one other place. So he goes again for another 10 minutes. He comes back with the story, and I quote, it must have been sold and they didn't take the keys. The look both of you just gave me on this screen is exactly what I did to him. What?
Huh?
He says, but wait, hold on. I've got another one. This isn't, it's a little bit more, so it's going to be a little bit closer to, the max of your price range. Let me pull it around. So he pulls around, gentlemen, a Nissan Rogue. He said, we just got this one in 2 days ago. It was on a trade, da-da-da-da-da. Here, let's go for a test drive. I get in it. Guess what happens to the back end when we pull about 20 feet? Shimmy!
Oh, man.
And I said, I started shaking my head. He says, you feel that too? I said, And he says, yeah, I don't think you need to buy this car today. No, I don't. So then what does he pull up? Oh, well, we've got this 2012 Toyota RAV4, 88,000 miles. Wow, that's pretty
That's
awesome.
low.
That's pretty
That's
awesome.
low,
How
especially
much?
for that year.
13.6.
No.
Our price
No.
range, gentlemen, our max was 9.
I was gonna say.
9. We left the table. We were getting up from the table 4 different times. 4 different times. And the last time was at the finance table where he was like, I can get it down to this price, I can get it down to this APR, and I can get it down to this monthly payment. Can you do it? And the end of the thing, out the door price was a little over 10 grand. And we signed the line and we got a car. Now, the drama continues. It was almost 6 o'clock that night, and their maintenance shop had already closed down. He had promised an oil change, a full inspection, and a car wash. Great, fantastic. What about tomorrow? Well, it probably won't get in until Wednesday. Okay, no problem. So, gets in the shop Wednesday. He calls me up and he says, well, we had to replace an axle.
What?
Really? How much is that going to cost me? Oh, well, because it's on us, it's free. Don't worry about it. Okay, praise God.
Okay.
That's wonderful. When can I expect it? Friday. Okay, I can pick it up Friday. Friday around 7 o'clock in the evening, he texted me and he said, well, it's not going to be available because the part that we got had a manufacturer's defect which caused a leak. So, gentlemen, the plan is to pick the car up Monday afternoon.
Oh, man.
But
In his defense,
yeah, go ahead, keep going.
I'll say this, and I'll let you finish, but in his defense, I work on airplanes. We've gotten parts from the manufacturer where it's like, this is bent, this is wrong. Like, I can't use this, and I have to give. So, I believe that. I can believe him saying, hey, we got the part's bad.
I'm not losing my stuff over it, gentlemen. Not at all. But I got a little girl who's waiting on her first car.
Yeah.
And it's 2 days. Now another 2 days. Now another 3 days. Now who knows what happens. So, gentlemen, if it comes across your mind and your heart, please pray for this situation that it finally becomes rectified and we can bring this car home. Because, man, it's been a saga. It really has. So I'm not writing a book, but I will tell you this: I'm sick and tired of it. I'm just ready for it to be done. So there we go.
The Ballad of the RAV4.
The Ballad. That's a good one. I like that. The Ballad.
We're gonna turn that. You're gonna. That's the. We'll eat turkey this Thanksgiving, and this will be the song.
That's right.
This will be the song. The Ballad of the RAV4.
We'll work it out. It sounds great. Let me get my guitar. You got it, Pop.
Dad's already in it. I love it.
Sounds good.
We'll put it together.
I feel like this is more of a mandolin tune.
Ooh. Okay. Let's bar it up.
RAV4, a little bit of Country Roads. You know what I mean?
Can do.
Take me home.
Can stinking do. Absolutely. So today was just a restful day. It's been very nice. Always grateful for a rest day. And then tomorrow, we got open mic night tomorrow night for the cadets. So get to hear a couple
that's exciting.
Preaching. So that's exciting too.
Stand up.
Let's go.
Never mind.
not that kind.
Well, let me tell you about. Yeah, as he grabs the mic. Oh boy. But yep, it's good stuff. It's very, very good stuff.
I just think it's really cool. I know we've talked about this, but I still, like, to my mind, like, to say, like, they have a timeline, right? A time limit, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have, what is it, like 5-10 minutes?
20
minutes. So it's
20
like,
minutes.
hey, 20 minutes, give a sermon.
Yep.
start, middle, end, go.
Yep.
Like, and you prep it, and whatever you want to talk about, you pick the verse, however you want to do it, and we'll let you
100%.
go for it.
Yeah.
See, that's just, I love it. I think that's brilliant. Like, talk about
Thanks,
building your
brother.
chops out and learning how to, because public speaking is not easy.
No.
I know we've hit this.
Oh,
Like,
No.
I had to learn how to do that on recruiting duty.
Right.
To be able just to get in front of a group of individuals and say, "Hi, my name is," and I want to tell you about this, and this is what we're doing, and it's like the first time you do it, you're like,
Yeah.
hi, hello,
Yeah.
yes,
motivators.
Nice.
Marine Corps, we do things,
Yeah.
and you have to learn how to actually be genuine and have a personality and not sound like a robot, but also not sound like a crazy person when you get up in front of a group of individuals and actually be able to talk and speak eloquently and say, hey, I want to tell you about this, and I'm going to share with you this information, and I want you to take with it and learn from it, and whether you decide to join, or in this case, give your heart to God, it's up to you, but I'm presenting it to you in this way. So yeah, no, to be able to help build those guys out, like, I think that's phenomenal. I just can't get enough of it.
I am master training specialist qualified, which means that I am a certified teacher in 35 states.
Wow.
He teaches the teacher.
And no.
Yeah.
No, I still get those jitters. I got up in front of a group of like 10 people the other day, and still jitters. No.
You gonna be a ROTC instructor when you retire?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I'd go and teach high school math, man. I'd call people idiots. It'd be great. I'd get fired within a week.
Oh my!
Why are you stupid?
Oh,
How do you not get
say,
this?
We say you're not. You can't say that in the civilian world. That's how you get fired.
I know.
You have to say. Clearly, you're having trouble grasping the problem. I feel like we need to work on it.
Clearly, you're having trouble. Clearly, you're stupid.
Oh man, that still makes there's a lady on TikTok, and talk about the social media, but there's a lady on TikTok that she gets messages from people all the time, and she's been in the corporate world for a decade plus, and people send her messages of like, how do I say this in corporate? And how she translates it.
That's smart. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it's another one of those, like, that's brilliant, because there's a lot of people that have absolutely no idea how to do that whatsoever.
Yeah. How do you say you're stupid with grace? How do you say we do not agree with this without sounding like an absolute turd? So that's good. That's really good and very helpful.
We've reached a difference of opinions.
Oh, right now? Currently?
What?
No, like, how do you say we don't agree with this? We've reached a difference of opinions.
Oh, I was about to say you don't like what we're talking about right now.
Oh no, you're good.
You're continuing with the conversation. No, I like it. I got it.
I'm interjecting.
I like it.
Dad mentions just talking about, so he preaches every morning or every Sunday, and like several retired officers in the congregation who have a total of about 600 years combined of ministry. Just talk about a tough crowd. And Alex, your wife is amazing. Per my last email.
My last email.
That is such an awesome line.
That's the problem. I'm going to sit through something in the corporate world, and they're going to be talking about it, and I'm going to look at the guy next to me and be like, dude, this could have been an email.
Yeah.
Why?
I've had a cadet say that.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. That's when we come around and say, but this is why you need to experience this in person.
In all honesty, I'm probably not going to work outside of, the quadruple Bs, the quintuplet Bs, whatever we're doing, however many Bs it's going to be.
All the Bs.
All the Bs.
All the Bs.
All the Bs, that's right.
Dude, that's it. Just all the Bs.
All the Bs.
We're going to have a dude show up in a beekeeper suit, and he's going to be like, bees?
Sure. Yeah, that aisle 12.
Yeah.
we make honey too while we're at it. It's all the bees.
Gentlemen,
So
we've
how
been
else are we
talking
gonna
about
make honey
mead.
mead?
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're
bees,
talking
bees
about
make
mead.
honey, which make mead, but we also make beer and bread and board games and
Bakery things.
we bake things.
Yep.
I sent a thing, Patrick. I'll
And it's
tell you
all
this. I
bougie.
sent a thing to Alex and Liz this morning because it made me laugh out loud. One of Brandy's friends posted it on Facebook. And I don't know if she stole it from someone or if she. Oh, it didn't go through. I'll send it again. But essentially,
You're right, Pop.
it said millennials are going through one of three things right now. An overabundance of plants,
Ding.
obsession
Quiz.
with baking bread,
Ding.
Dang.
or buried underneath their pile of books.
Ding.
Does ebooks count?
That counts.
Yes.
Ding.
Yeah, guilty. That's mine. That's
Oh.
mine.
Wow. 3 strikes are out.
Plants, bread, or
And
reading
books.
books.
We could
so
throw a bookstore in there.
it got very very. Oh man.
Or book reviews.
Book. Ooh, dude. I
Oh,
could just
there you
sit
go, Liz.
outside all day and be like, you should read this book. And here's why."
Exactly.
my mind.
Exactly. Have you heard about that guy? So there's a guy who gets books from like the wherever. He finds
Yeah.
books. He reads them, and then as people pass him, he sells them the book on the review that he has of it. Book club. That's a great idea too, Liz. So dude is just making bank in the street selling people books that he has accumulated in some way, shape, or form by telling them the storyline, or not telling the storyline, but telling them like the high points of this book and why they need to read it. It's impressive. And again, it's like selling an Eskimo ice. You know, it's some people just have the ability. They have
Yeah.
a gift. Just laying it out
Chief
there.
Warrant Officer Michael Rodriguez, if he ever gets a chance, if he ever hears these.
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever will, but I love that man. Charisma.
Oh,
That
yeah.
man had charisma coming out of everywhere.
That's my neighbor
And
right now. Yeah.
Every orifice.
He could sell Ice Tool Polar Bear in the dead of winter 1,000 times over.
Yep.
It was
Orifice.
absolutely. Again, he's getting. I'm fortunate he's getting ready to retire, but he is one of those dudes. He's a Chief Warrant Officer 5. Like, he's been in the Marine Corps forever, and he's off doing amazing things. But if he's one of those guys, like, if he'd ever called me up and was like, "Hey, I need you to come work for me for this job," like, I'd in a heartbeat. Say no more.
Orifice.
And I know I'm not the only one. There are several Marines I know that have worked for him in the past. That I'd come work for that guy in a heartbeat.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I would too.
See? Dang.
Dang.
So,
Ding.
Greg, you got questions?
Yes.
We got answers?
I do. Quick questions as usual. 6 minutes on the clock.
Fire away.
Mm-hmm. Just because I love this format and it's fun when we get to do this.
What's the order?
Patrick, you'll go. Actually, you know what? Let's do a little different. Alex, you get to go first this time.
Ooh.
Yay! I'm never
We'll
first.
do that. We'll do APG. Alex, Patrick, and then myself.
All points go.
All points go. All per game. I love it. And with that, 6 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1, go. Alex, what's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Cuttlefish. It turned to
Ooh.
glue in my mouth.
Oh,
It
that's
turned me off of
gross.
sushi for like 6 months. It was terrible.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
that's
That's foul. That's foul. I ate a rotten apple once, not knowing it was rotten. it was mushy after it was crisp.
I had a hard time thinking about this one because I assume it's probably something. Oh, I know. If you've ever had A-rats
Yes.
breakfast A-rat specifically,
Ooh.
little sausages,
Wait, it's
What?
meant to be food?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's food. It's breakfast food. The sausages look like cat turds, and
Yep.
the eggs come out of a bag.
Lovely.
They do, in fact.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, good times. Never again. Lots of hot sauce. That's the only way to eat them.
Texture hot
Out of the
sauce.
4 seasons, what's your favorite?
Summer.
Fall.
Summer.
Mine's probably like late spring, early summer.
It's when the bass are hitting this fall.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
I like it when it's getting warm. I don't like wet. I like not warm but not hot. What's the most absurd thing you've been tricked into doing or believing?
Joining the military. Thanks, Greg.
The Easter Bunny.
I was gonna say, I swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against selling foreign domestic. Alex and I have the same
realistic.
mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still funny.
Pop says Indian
what's-
summer.
What's something that's true that nobody agrees with you on?
I'm usually right.
I don't like when he goes first. He takes all the good ones. Dang it. Coke is better than Pepsi.
Oh man,
Coke
yeah,
is better
no,
than Pepsi.
Coke is better than Pepsi, and I'll die on that hill till the end of my days.
Hmm.
What kind of
What
Coke you want?
instrument? Cherry, vanilla, Coke Zero,
Ooh.
or just cherry Coke Zero is like the best in the world.
I agree.
Big vanilla, dude. Vanilla orange is actually pretty good too.
I've
That
never
one is
had
pretty
vanilla
tasty
orange.
too. Yeah, you
Fascinating.
can get them in the freestyle machines. Try
Worth
it. It's
Okay.
worth it.
Cool.
It's pretty good.
I don't like freestyles though, man. They're pretty gross.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
They
never,
don't clean the
mixture-
nozzles.
The mixture's never right.
Hmm.
Yeah. Keep going.
Okay. What instrument has the funniest sound?
The vibra slap.
The mouth harp.
The mouth harp. Mine's the oboe.
Oh,
It sounds like a fart. It's like a cross between a fart and a duck. You don't know which one it is.
I'm not saying that one.
I'll leave it at that. I mean, it just literally, it's like, oh man, I want to hear the sounds of the oboe, and then it's like,
Yeah.
that's all I get. Yeah. So that's mine. Where would you relocate if you were forced to leave the country?
I'd probably do Greece. Honestly, that was the most fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go back to Japan. My goodness.
Curacao.
Goodness.
Dutch Caribbean. I'd go back down there. It was beautiful. If you could meet anyone in this world today, who would you meet?
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, right. Like, so
Is it dead or alive? Or
No,
alive.
in this
We'll
world.
keep in this world. So we'll
Yeah.
say alive. Who would you want to meet?
Post Malone?
Fascinating. Shaquille O'Neal. That dude cracks me up.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. That dude, he has completed all the main quests at this point in
Yeah.
life. He's just doing side. He's a DJ, and he's actually
What?
really good. Yeah, he headlines or he does like EDM
No
and
way.
does shows. Yeah,
Huh.
and he's actually, like I said, he's actually really good. Go figure.
Huh.
He's amazing. You know what? I would love to get a chance to. He's been popping up in my feed a lot recently. Mike Rowe.
Oh yeah, Dirty Job.
I would enjoy having a chance to sit down and just
Yeah,
have like a meal with
he's-
him and talk.
He's a talker.
Right.
would
I
imagine
feel
that
like
was
we
really
would,
good
we would
thinker.
enjoy that
Yeah.
conversation.
What was that, Alex?
I'd like to beat Post Malone at Magic.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Challenge accepted.
That's right. And up for grabs, the One Ring.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'd play
yeah.
him for it.
Yeah.
just put it up for winner take all. Ooh.
Nice.
What's the best type of cheese for you?
Ooh.
Smoked Gouda.
I will always remember growing up Munster. Always having Munster in the fridge. That's my favorite. Yeah.
The sharpest, driest cheddar. I love it. What are those things you're too old to do, but you still enjoy?
Going into work.
I'm picking my nose.
Yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, that wins the question. That was brilliant.
Stupid. Oh man. And now it's forever out there.
That was hilarious.
Oh goodness. Well, that's fun, man. Thank you. Does that wrap up our 6? I think it does.
That it is. That is the time limit.
Sweet.
Greg didn't answer that question.
No.
No, I'm leaving it at that. That was the way to end it right there. That was perfect.
Aw.
No, that was hilarious.
I don't get this. My pet mouse Elvis died last night. He was caught in a trap.
I got nothing.
I don't get that one.
Elvis.
My pet mouse Elvis died last night. He was caught in a trap. I guess I don't know my Elvis. I know a lot of jokes about retired people, but most of them don't work.
What's the difference between a man's wallet before and after kids?
Good question.
There's pictures where the money used to be.
Pop, thank you for answering that question. Elvis song, Caught in a Trap. I can't hold back because I love you too much, baby. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That makes better sense, but I still, it's not a joke for me. Then I shouldn't have said it. So if it got you, Pop, I'm glad. I'm very grateful. Thank you. Please share it with Mom.
Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon?
I did not.
Great food, no atmosphere.
Nice.
Science.
My dad was bragging about his new hearing aid. State of the art, he said. It cost me a fortune. I asked, awesome, what type is it? He said, 230.
I haven't spoken to my wife in 4 years. I thought it would be rude to interrupt her.
Pop says, huh?
Dude, I'm trying to get hearing aids, but the Navy is just meh.
Really?
Oh, dude, it's bad. Meh.
There's a fine Go ahead, man.
All right. What did one plate whisper to the other?
Is a fork in the road? No?
Dinner is on me.
It's a delivery.
Yeah.
There's a fine line between a numerator and a denominator. And only a fraction of people understand this.
I do, in fact.
I bet you do.
The numerator is the top.
Oh.
Denominator's the bottom.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't do math.
35 states.
When a toddler reaches the Y stage, it's like opening a bottle of champagne. Once it's uncorked, there's no going back.
Well now.
What does a nosy pepper do?
I don't know.
It gets jalapeno business.
And my wife thinks it's weird that I stare at the window during a heavy rainstorm. It'd be a lot less weird if she'd just let me in. Final shots. Take it away.
Greg, go for it.
I haven't seen one that's like jumping out.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Did he freeze? I know the sun's gone down.
I broke.
The sun has gone down.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
The sun's getting low.
It really takes.
You know, they do say that 3/2 of people are bad at fractions.
3/2 of people.
That is true. 1 in 5 people are bad at fractions.
Mm. Real quick, did either of you guys work at McDonald's?
No.
No. Okay, very good. So we got a billboard here in Atlanta that says 1 out of 8 Americans have worked at McDonald's, and you should ask them about it.
No.
It's like, okay.
I mean, sure, if you want. I don't know.
Ted says that 47.5% of all statistics are made up on the spot.
I thought it was 83%.
32 and a 7th.
I don't know.
32, and I like that. That's a good number. 32 and a 7th.
And a 7th.
42 and a 7th would be like mint.
Mint.
Yeah.
Mint.
Alex?
I had one.
Oh.
No, it's up here. Hold on. I got it.
I believe in you.
I think
I believe
it's
in you.
there. It's maybe there. Hold on. Where did it go? I have lost it.
Oh, no.
I've lost it again.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
That was the corny section. We're not going to go to the corny section.
Oh.
There we go. My kid gave me a world's best dad mug.
Yeah?
At least she inherited my sense of humor.
Yeah. And that's our sense of humor, ladies and gentlemen, on Brothers in Arms podcast. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. This concludes episode 151 of our run. Wow. What a run it's been, boys. Good stuff.
I know.
Yeah. Thanks to our chat who hung out with us tonight. Thank you so much. Loved your responses in the chat. You too can join our chat on twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast. Find out when we're going live on our Twitter at your BIA podcast. You can check out our Instagram, Brothers in Arms podcast, and all of these shows up to episode 14. You can find the video of them on our YouTube channel, and that's Brothers in Arms podcast, all one word. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this week. Our plan is to be back at it again next. However, life does happen. And it may be
Schedules are weird.
one day this and another day that, but Greg is still here, so the plan is to still rock and roll, right?
Amen.
Rock and roll. Okay. And Alex, you still got
Rock and
weekends?
roll.
I still have weekends. At least
Sweet.
for like the next 6 weeks.
Love it.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
That's
We were
coming out
just
too.
we were just watching the old one last night on Netflix.
Nice.
Or not Netflix. It was one of the other
A stream.
streaming
Yeah.
somethings. Yes.
Yeah.
Things.
Yeah.
It made me smile.
Have you guys seen the new Dune yet?
Yes.
No.
Really?
Yes.
The second one?
Yes.
I don't get into theaters that often.
Okay. All right. We'll talk about it later. Love you too, Pop.
We will.
Thank you for
Love you,
hanging out
Dad.
with us. Thank you. Folks, this does it for us. Gentlemen, any parting remarks before we hit the button?
Yes, as always, continue to drink your water, take your Motrin, and change your socks in that order or any other order.
Socks.
Honestly,
Change
I
your
thought he was
socks.
going to say drink
Take
your
your-
socks.
Drink
Drink
your
your socks. Drink your socks.
Change your Motrin.
Change your Motrin. Yeah,
Take
no.
your water?
Take your water.
Why not?
Why not? That's the way to do it.
Eh.
And wear your tactical underwear. Good call, Dad.
Daily.
Amen.
What about tactical hot sauce?
Always.
Always that too.
Always got
That's
that.
important.
Strapped.
Stay strapped or get clapped, man. That is not my advice, everybody. I'm sorry.
Oh man. I love it anyways. Oh, that scene, Will Ferrell from. Yeah, no, I'll show it to you later.
What's yours,
Yeah.
Alex?
I mean, as always, like, spend your time, show up.
Yeah,
Support your local game store.
right.
Yeah,
Even when they hate you.
Even when they hate you. And they hate you with a passion.
Yeah.
Support your local game store.
Yeah, absolutely.
I bought a binder. I was very happy about it.
Sweet.
Now all my special cards are in there, so I can be like, I could kill everybody with this.
Oh man, yep. And take your vacation, folks. Your vacation matters. It's there for you so that you don't burn out and die. So take your vacation. Yeah. Be intentional. All right, folks. Well, that does it for us, gentlemen. I love you.
I love you too.
Love you too, man.
Thanks, guys. We'll see y'all later on the next time. And until then, see you later.
Okay, you'll see you guys later. Bye-bye now.
Oh, you got a light on in the back. What happened?
Oh. I got my front light on so you can see my face.
Oh, look at you.
But no, I got the light. I didn't turn on. I made a mistake of doing that. So there's the light on. So, and there's Zoe.
Hi.
Hi.
We're getting off right now. You say bye?
Bye. Bye, everybody.
We'll see you later.
Bye.